I just did something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo.
What the fuck?
The following footage was released just recently by Law and Crime Network. It shows Grace Spoonamore, a 20-year-old exotic dancer who allegedly crashed her car. This case is pretty strange. While the articles about this and the video itself just presented as a drunk girl going crazy, a lot of
wine
people
is disgusting. That's my
no
hot take, dude. That's a hot take. Okay, because you probably had Garbo wine. What do you drinking the fucking wine coolers or some shit? Try a good wine.
more going on, but let's have a
Alcohol is disgusting. That's my hot take. That's not a hot take. That's a good take. Good on you. Don't drink alcohol.
look at the footage first. After an initial confrontation, she quickly was put in handcuffs.
Hands behind your back. Why did you take off like that?
I'm sorry.
While she was somewhat understanding at first and even apologized, her mood will change drastically in the following minutes.
Were you drinking or something?
No.
This was a lie, but she didn't really hesitate with telling the truth.
Are you on something right now?
No. I just came from dinner with my trick.
How much you have to drink there?
2 doubles.
2 doubles of what?
Patron.
Okay. So you are drunk.
So what's that
And I'm
accent?
gonna keep it a buck with you.
Where's the owner of that vehicle?
She's got the what's her name accent. Oh my god. The Catch Me Outside girl. What's her fucking name? She's got that accent.
I don't know.
She claims that she bought the vehicle, but doesn't actually know the name of the owner or previous owner. She also said that she only had 2 drinks, but this seems very unlikely, especially because the situation will get progressively worse
Danielle?
over time. There's
No,
some
not Danielle
stuff that I'll
Cohn.
leave out, but it's sometimes somewhat comical how she causes a scene
Danielle
over very
Bergoli?
minor details.
I need to talk to you.
What?
Don't hit me with a what.
All
Don't
right.
hit me with a what you need.
Okay, what do
Because
you...
I know.
Put your foot in the car.
Do I have to?
Yes. Put your foot in the car.
Why you gotta be so demanding?
After a different police officer asked again, she admitted to having 6 instead of only 2 drinks, and claims to
gotta
have
be
been
so
at a friend's place,
demanding.
even though she doesn't even know their
Shit.
address. What follows now is a strange chain of events. She first spits on the police officer.
Did she just spit on you? Alright, she's going down. We're not going to test her. She's going down for that. Yeah. We're not going to give her a chance to test.
Damn, he's hot.
She clearly isn't going
Yo, look at that's the hottest cop I've ever seen in my life.
down.
Hold
We're not
up.
going to test her. She's going down.
Like, look at, like, he's tatted up. He's got the bracelets. Like, he's clean as, damn.
Down for
Damn.
that. Yeah. We're not going to give her a chance to test. No, of course.
He's kind of hot.
She clearly isn't going to.
Followed by her now screaming and
I hope he's
claiming
not an
the police
asshole.
didn't help her when she got abducted.
Hotter than Alex Casey? All right, I don't know about that.
You.
For what?
Because I've been abducted and cut up. I don't care. You wasn't needed when I needed you when I was bleeding out. Where was you?
Was that in Georgia?
No, it was in Cleveland.
Well, we're not in Cleveland right
I
now.
don't give a fuck.
It's obviously difficult to say if she's telling the truth or not, but she further elaborates that many girls get captured and brought to Atlanta.
You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know how many girls have been captured to take to Atlanta. Atlanta, Ohio is the way to go.
You can now obviously start speculating about what
She's
for,
probably
but
telling the
considering
truth.
her background and her suddenly being in these states, even though she doesn't live here, could mean that she was either taken against her will, lured into these states, or she's not saying the truth either willingly or unwillingly. Anyway, I really cannot show the following stuff because she actually peed on herself because she couldn't hold it. They eventually arrived at the station.
They
and
didn't let her go
everything
pee?
went
I mean, I guess
downhill.
she's drunk,
After
so.
the officer had told her multiple times to stand in the blue box, she refused.
You want to taste me?
No.
Do it.
Stay in the
I
blue
like
box.
it. I like it kinky.
Stay in the blue box, Grace.
Don't.
Stay in the blue box. Step back.
You can touch
Step
me.
back.
You touch me.
She then
Jesus
began
Christ.
screaming all the time, accusing the officers of trying to outward her and trying to take her to Mexico. She's repeating over and over that they don't understand, and that the officers never captured those guys that abducted all of the girls. You can tell that suddenly the panic starts to roll in. She really doesn't trust him, which was very different in the first few minutes of their encounter. If you read through the top comments under this very same video, most people go with the sentiment that there's definitely more going on.
Yeah, it does feel like there's more than meets the eye here. Like I wonder if she had a really bad experience with a cop or some shit, where she got kidnapped or something.
On than just having a few extra drinks. There's a lot more going on with this young lady than DUI. Someone needs to investigate this case. She has a lot to say about abduction, R-wording, bleeding. And this is no joke. This poor girl is a lost soul and obviously the victim of a terrible upbringing and human trafficking. I hope she gets the help she desperately needs before it's too late. Also someone saying, this is scary and sad. In my opinion, this girl has been trafficked and has been traumatized by some things that may be rising to the surface because she is so drunk. She should be hurt, and law enforcement...
It does sound like trauma brought on by the alcohol.
...up on, investigate what she is saying.
Who knows, maybe
there really hasn't been an update on this. Grace was charged with OVI, speeding, obstruction of official business, and assault. Before we continue, if you want to stay up to date whenever I upload, please...
Wait, that's it? That's it? Dude, what? I thought there was gonna be more. Shit. I was dedicated to that.
The following will feature a very dark Facebook live stream.
I thought we were gonna figure out what happened to her.
While Reggie Sharif Black, the man in the footage, seems rather calm and collected, he will seconds later do the unthinkable. To give context, Reggie Sharif Black ran a Facebook account named JBlack, where he started a livestream. In this livestream, it quickly became...
Doesn't excuse accusing all the officers of R-wording her? Well, okay, the thing is, here's my take on a lot of these situations. Don't... mental trauma is a bitch, right? Like, trauma can fuck you up so goddamn bad. And first of all, like, if you like, for example, if she's telling the truth, if she got trafficked, if she got R-worded, if she got, you know, all that situation happened to her, and she's like plastered on her ass drunk, like, that's all she's thinking about is that past trauma. Yeah, and it warps your reality. It's not like, it's not a normal, it's not like a sane person accusing cops of doing that. It's someone who's broken beyond repair saying that shit. A lot of people don't like caring for people with mental trauma or mental illness or just mental issues in general. They don't really have any empathy for that type of shit. And yeah, who knows? Maybe she's just lying. But that's the thing, is you don't know.
Became apparent that Reggie had taken the life of his former girlfriend Tara LeBang and is now in front of the house of his ex-wife.
I thought that I would be doing this, but I gotta make it quick.
I feel like I've seen this video
before. Everybody out there
before.
that supported me and really knows what's going on, thank you all. I've been going through a custody battle. I've been going through having my ex-wife say I'm my children and all kinds of craziness. Been fighting for custody for 3 years. You know, been real crazy. What's up, Oliver? You know about this. Going through it with my ex-wife, blah, blah, blah. So, and start dating somebody new. She got pregnant. You know, we got in a fight. First thing she does is threatening that she's going to do the same thing. You're never going to see your kids, blah, blah, blah. It's the holidays, man. I don't have no family, nothing. Anyway, I just did something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo. Felt like a dream. Like, I never thought I would be that guy. I can't go to prison, so the person that really started my...
You can't go to prison, but you're just going to admit to your crime on camera? Nice hair. Why is everyone saying nice hair? That's not funny. Thank you, Airy Bears. That's not funny. Fucking, come here. Fucking. Look at it. Look at this hair. It's called a widow's peak. It's called a widow. This is a pristine hairline. No thinning. Nothing is falling back. It is pristine. And my wife just told me to shut up. All right. This is what I get for defending myself. This is what I fucking get for defending myself. my hair is clean. All right? Prospect, why are you banning? Did someone actually say something bad? Get you a wife who keeps your ego in check, fellas? That's not my ego. It's the truth.
And all of this is...
It's not hairline ego.
So
y'all are just mad because you don't have pristine hairline like mine. My forehead is so small.
And then I'm going to do myself too, but I just wanted to say...
Y'all can't handle the truth.
Don't play with people's emotions, man. Don't lie on these men.
Thank you for the raid,
Oh,
though.
here's my
I appreciate
ex-wife
it.
right here.
Wait, what?
Today's the day.
Wendy Natalie Black.
Wait. Was this just him admitting him shooting her in the head before he shoots her in the head? Mentally ill person, I can say that when past friends found out, they were very uncomfortable around me, even though I told them I was in a good state of mind at the time. They would always baby me and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's just a situation of it's not happening to them, so it isn't real. That's just what a lot of people deal with, especially when they live in small towns. This is coming from someone who lives in a small town. When you don't see, like, it doesn't happen in your immediate family or someone you know or you yourself, then it isn't real, right? Like, this is why I don't tell, like, my family much or anyone in my close family circle. I don't tell them about my mental issues because they it's like one of those things where they just laugh it off. Like, he's just making an excuse for this shit. Oh, he's, the classic thing that people do. Dude, it sucks because it's like, I'm trying to think. I'm not going to say all people are stupid, but it is kind of true. Let me rephrase that. Not a lot of people are stupid, but not many people can feel empathy for something that they don't understand. Right? So, like, say, like, someone in chat just mentioned that they have an issue where they despise getting touched by someone, right? Like, I, just being me would just understand that and just be like, I don't understand it. I can't put myself in that. Don't get me wrong. I don't like being touched by people either, but it's not like an issue to where it is a detriment, right? But I could completely understand how someone would have that as a detriment. However, most people would be like, oh, you're just being a crybaby. Oh, just grow up. Stop being a wimp. You know what I mean? Weak.
Was fatally wounded, and Reggie didn't want to go to prison, so he ended it all.
Vegeta.
The two incidents happened in succession. According to investigators, he first was in Baltimore for the first incident, and then drove to Colombia. Both of the women and Reggie himself were nurses.
Oh yeah, the classic, you're not depressed, you just need to go outside more. Holy shit, dude. I've heard that statement so many times.
He made his ex-wife responsible for his decisions. He was distraught over child custody issues with both women, but his ex-wife allegedly started his mental deterioration. The children remained safe during the entire thing. His ex-wife had even filed protective orders against him, claiming that he had threatened her numerous times. She also stated, quote, "I'm terrified because I don't know what he's capable of. I don't feel that I'm safe. I feel that my life is in danger." Her protective orders were denied.
Of course.
It goes without...
Was that a... Wait. What? Dude, what's the finale? Why are you leaving these stories off on an open end? What happens? Does she die? Does he actually shoot her in the head? Dude. That's the second topic where he just leaves it off on an open end. I want to know what happens. You're blue balling us, man. What the hell? He wants the view duration.
It goes without saying that I don't condone or
Shut up.
support anything in this video. The following is an educational and informative coverage. I want to give credit to this post here for summarizing some of the information. I'll be referring to this post and the comments from others under this post in the following. Also, fair warning, this is by far the darkest topic on 4chan. I haven't seen anything that even comes close. Around 2014, images began circulating around the web,
It was
showing a
blacked out.
masked man playing and messing with the bodies of stillborn or miscarried fetuses. Some were also alive. I can't go too much into detail for obvious reasons, but it's actually unbelievably dark and horrifying. It's probably the darkest topic I've mentioned in this format so far.
Okay.
Originally, the images appeared on either 4chan or a now defunct forum website named Addict. In this image here, we can see that the man is probably around 5'11" and is wearing a gimp mask and surgical gloves. In most images, he's wearing scrubs or a dress shirt and dress shoes. My guess would be he's anywhere between 30 to 50 years old. From the photos, it's obvious that Dr. Glass has access to both living and passed away children, so he probably works in a hospital. Some people say he is a child mortician, but that wouldn't explain how he has access to living children as well. Overall,
You know what's weird? I know a mortician. And he's normal. Like, he's a normal dude. Funny guy. I worked with him. But it's so weird how someone who's a mortician is like just a normal dude. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't expect it, right? You would expect morticians to be just like, I don't know, weird. Do you watch Wendigoon videos? All right, we just talked about this, and I know you're going to mention, I didn't even read the entire message that they sent. Guys, did they mention the Unabomber? Here, let's go back. Did they mention the Unabomber? He made a video not too long ago about the Unabomber. Yeah, the 3-hour video. Yeah, I streamed for 3 hours. I'm good. I'm not. I ain't stream. I ain't watching a 3-hour video. I'm sorry. Like, Wendigoon's a great guy, but I'm not listening to him talk for 3 hours.
it's very odd that he has the opportunity
My
to wear a
ADHD
mask
won't
like
let me.
that and pose with the bodies in such a way. I can't really imagine a scenario where you would be able to do this in a hospital. His outfits also don't really add up. He's often wearing dress shirts and dress shoes. Why would you ever do that in a hospital if you were working as a nurse or a physician? While all of this seems inconsistent,
He's a vampire.
it is still believed that you worked in a hospital of some sort. In order to track
Yeah,
down
he
his
does talk
location,
pretty slow.
people start to analyze objects within the images. Apparently, there are
You
black
take medication for your ADHD. This is a prime example of my ADHD. I completely zoned out of what the hell is going on in this video, and now I'm like hyper focused on what chat's talking about. No, I have not gotten medication for ADHD yet. I'm planning on it. See, the problem is I went to the doctor. I told them my problems, right? But the thing is, doctors aren't therapists. So I laid out my issues, and they just wrote it off as I have depression, which, to be fair, I did. I feel like I'm definitely better than I was. But, I have extreme anxiety, a lot of depression problems. However, a lot of them were ADHD problems, which is what I was hoping to get medication for. But they decided to put me on antidepressants, which I am now off of those antidepressants because it gave me such bad heartburn I threw up. So, and I'm not going back to the doctor right now because I don't have money. But I need to. What? Not even close.
blankets which are unique to Florida, but there's information from others that Dr. Glass is actually in Los Angeles. The name badge allegedly gives away hospital location in LA. More to that shortly. Anons also uploaded pictures of the hospital's floor plans and the basement floor plan, and they resemble the pictures that were uploaded from Dr. Glass. Also, if you look at the images, they seem to be from different locations. OP claims that there are 3
I'm not really picking a good video to eat to. I can't with the voice. I gotta mute. Oh, with his voice? I thought. Wait, you're talking about his voice, right? Not mine. Right? My voice is fine. My voice is delectable. It's beautiful. Oh yeah. How about? Oh yeah. It's a heavy breath after every word. Oh, okay. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
3 different locations: the hospital, morgue, and an office.
Some
I'm
good
honestly not
nuggets.
sure yet what I'll show in the video, but I'd also say that there are at the very least 2 different locations visible in the images provided. And the office that OP mentions could also be Dr. Glass' home. There's an image where he holds up a tray and there are literally 3 brains on it. There is a name tag in one of the images, which is barely visible. It allegedly says Advin Valiance. OP claims that this must have been photoshopped or altered, because why would Dr. Glass go through the struggle of really hiding his identity and not taking off his name badge? He most likely had to leave it on and just photoshopped it later. Or he just exchanged his name badge with a fake one. Though after looking in the comments, someone says that the name Advin is accurate. Also looking at the image again, it doesn't really seem photoshopped. To add to this commenter also adds that Dr. Glass worked for Glendale Memorial Health Foundation. Allegedly, Dr. Glass is possibly Middle Eastern or Armenian. Most people lean to Armenian. In a different image, we can see a laptop from HP, which was released in 2014 and then discontinued. So it adds to the timeline I mentioned in the beginning. In the last image provided, we can see Dr. Glass in his office or home. This image is the most disturbing, so I can't show it here nor can I describe it. But it's definitely the strangest one out of...
He can't even describe it? Dude, you're just baiting people to go look for it, man. Just describe it.
Of everything. There's also a very interesting theory. In the image with the brains, this person seems to be a completely different person. This image resembles a woman, because she is wearing eye makeup, and if you compare their hands, the guy in the first image clearly has way more hair on his arm. So they are most likely different people doing the same thing. They could be a couple producing this type of content to then sell on the dark web, or trade their images for similar images. It is assumed that one of them works in the hospital, while the other works somewhere else. That's why they have a wide range of access. On the other hand...
Yeah, that would be hilarious if that was his actual name. Like, you put on all this, like, disguise, this face mask, you're about to sell it on the dark web. Jimothy, I can't think of a last name. Jimothy Bread just has the fucking slapped on name tag right there. Oh shit, my name tag.
They could be working together in all of those locations. In some images, it also makes the impression that they may take photos from each other. This would maybe explain why they are able to pose in those photos and seemingly have a lot of freedom and space to do it. The hospitals may trust them because they're operating together and not alone. So they would always back each other and no one would suspect them of doing anything wrong. Though this is just a theory. It is also possible that the guy's just wearing eye makeup.
Everything on 4chan is fake? I don't know about that.
And is doing everything by himself. We now get to the most confusing aspect of all of this. Multiple people on 4chan were creating Discord servers trying to track him down. Some say that multiple Anons filed police and FBI reports, but nothing came out of it. The pictures allegedly didn't depict anything that would warrant a proper investigation. Trust me, in this video you have seen an even more censored version of these images than on Reddit. It's so much worse than what I showed. The uncensored versions are also all available on archive 4chan threads, and the FBI just doesn't care. Honestly, there is so much more info out there and so many other theories and possibilities, but as long as the FBI isn't convinced, I honestly have no idea what one can do. Whoever Dr. Glass is, he probably continues to this date, and there's nothing that we can do about it. The following clip was shared on Facebook in early 2022. It was shared by the police department in Wisconsin and shows dashcam footage of Officer Jeff Buettner in Marathon County on February 18, 2022. The officer was on the highway on a very foggy day and the roads were filled with snow and ice. After driving for a couple of minutes without any issues, he encounters the following.
Oh shit!
Due to the fog, he witnessed the pileup of cars way too late and couldn't stop his car due to the icy road. You can hear and see that other cars quickly followed and crashed into his car. Fortunately,
The full video is so scary. I remember seeing, I don't know if it was this one, but it was like an outside perspective where someone was like standing on the side of the road and there's just a huge pileup of cars and there was just a like just multiple semis just like plowing directly into this giant pile of cars with people in it and shit. I don't know if it's the same video or not, or like the same situation, but fuck.
Fortunately, the officer didn't really suffer any injuries. He was just stuck in place, unable to find a way to move out of his vehicle. This is where people saw the police car and talked to the officer.
Hey, officer, are you okay? A little sore, but... You okay? I'm a little sore, but... Okay. Can I do anything for you? I gotta try and get a hold of my supervisor at least. I'm kind of trapped right now. I'm with Eno PD. I'm sorry, man. I'm trapped right now. That's okay. That's okay. Try and get out of here and do what I can to help you guys. Do you have any officers on scene? I got one. She's undercover.
Dude, I saw a video on fucking Instagram of, I forget if it was rainy or snowy, but there was a car driving, I think it was snowy. There's a car driving and it swerved into the other lane. And the semi turned it into Lego blocks. Like the semi turned that car into just little pieces of Legos, like little pieces of metal flying everywhere. It just evaporated the car. Like it is fucking insane, man. Semis are scary.
But she's on off duty. All right, hold on. Let me try and get out of my driver's door first. Can you? Nope, we got it open.
After a few minutes in the car, he managed to get out and immediately helped the other drivers on the scene. A total of 39 cars were a part of the crash, but no one was seriously injured.
Really? Damn, that's crazy.
Kyle shared a video on Instagram of him encountering a wild cougar during a jog in a forest. He first filmed baby cougars, and then the mother ran towards him.
Dude, if you see a baby cougar, run. Well, not run, but just get out. I feel like if you run, that's probably going to make it worse, but...
You! Holy...
Dude, thank God. Thank God he knows what to do. I was about to say, if he just started running, he'd be dead. If he just kept running and turned around, he would be dead. Thank God he actually, like, did the right thing.
No!
Oh, shit.
Get the way! Go! Go! No! No!
This guy's a massive cock, yeah.
Go away! Please go away! Oh. Go away!
It's sure as a tough situation. The cougar
God
thinks
damn.
that he tried to harm her children. That's why she's hostile and advancing towards him. Kyle, on the other hand, is making
It
loud
lasted
noises
5 to
in an
10
attempt to
minutes?
scare her
Holy
off.
shit.
He doesn't turn his back for the most part, which is definitely crucial. But there's one situation where he turns his head, and the cougar immediately sees an opportunity.
No, go away! Go away!
Oh, no.
No!
Ah.
No! Holy... No! Get the away! Stupid kitty cat!
Stupid kitty
Come
cat.
on, dude. I don't feel like dying today. No! You dude! Trying to attack me, your eyes look away from you.
At this point, he took a rock and threw it at the cougar.
Yeah, get the... Yeah, so that just happened. Wow.
Dear Lord, holy shit.
Some will come, actually. Holy cow. Holy...
Kind of funny how they leave.
Honestly, he handled this quite well. He knew that he just cannot turn his back.
Yeah,
and
I
run
was
away.
about to say, yeah, if he turned his back, he'd have been fucked.
since that would kick in the cougar's instinct to attack, and making loud noise to be somewhat intimidating also seemed to work to a certain extent. Take a different person and a more aggressive cougar, and you would have a really bad situation. Francis Leo Marcos was an internet personality, politician, and businessman, and ran a YouTube channel with over 1 million subs. He also claimed to be very rich, a millionaire in fact. The NIB, which seems to be the FBI equivalent of the Philippines, are investigating him on the basis of human trafficking and violence against women and children. He's known for popularizing the Mayaman Challenge social media trend last year.
Bayan, especially yung mga tiga-payatas na walang makain, hindi ko alam kung saan ko i-diskarga. Baka dito na lang ho sa kalsada namin i-diskarga to. At pagka umulan mabasa,
Politician, red flag, yeah.
lumot yung ating mga bigas. Sige, buksan nyo na.
Dude, it's so hard to find a politician that's actually a good person. It's crazy. Like, the only time I've ever seen a solid candidate and a good person run for president, the entire party did everything in their power to make sure he didn't win. It's that's why we'll never have a good president. Whenever we finally get a sane, good talking, someone who knows what they're doing and has good policies and is a smart person, they don't want that type of person in the office. No, they do not. They want a delusional idiot. Trump and fucking Biden. They want a delusional idiot who won't really do much, doesn't really know how basic stuff works in order for them to just basically control everything. It's and so they can keep the money in the billionaires' pockets.
In this challenge,
we'll never have a good president.
It's
like impossible
to help the poor, especially during the pandemic. Allegedly, this entire trend began when his neighbors blocked the entry of a big truck carrying sacks of rice for the gated community. Francis was upset that the truck got blocked, but wasn't able to do anything about it. He then took the rice himself and brought it to the house with his own car. After this incident, he challenged his neighbors to do the challenge so they can help poor people instead of hiding in their houses. They were obviously hiding because of the pandemic. In many of Francis' vlogs, he was mocking those rich neighbors and politicians for not doing anything, except of hiding. This didn't sit well with his neighbors. One came forward and exposed Francis as a fraud. His real name is supposedly Norman Mangusan, and he doesn't own the things he claims to own, like the Green Meadows. He is therefore a fake millionaire. Even the former First Lady calls him a fraud, claiming that he targets wealthy Chinese businessmen who want to do business in the Philippines and attracts them with charitable causes. Regardless if he's really a fraud or not, this trend actually helped the poor receive some food. In 2020, he got arrested by the NIB for an unauthorized business, which aimed to support people that needed glasses. There were also 2 more charges filed back in 2006 for trafficking and violence against women and children. The reason these charges are brought up again is due to new information surfacing that his real name is actually different. The reports back then...
See, this just seems like one of those cases where the dude is doing these charitable actions in order to cover up bad things that they've done.
Been filled under that name, so it's possible that he really might be guilty of these charges, but nothing has been proven yet, so he remains innocent of these charges as of yet, as far as I'm informed. This also appears like a revenge act from all of those rich people and politicians to shut him up after he started to call them out. Not sure though, it's difficult to say if he'll even get a fair trial. This case here is not only a tragic tale of a young woman's passing, but also a reflection of the broader issues of the justice system in Japan. It highlights quite well that certain cases aren't treated with the same respect as others, which seems to be both a juridical and societal issue. In Eno's case, the Japanese police were actively covering up details in their investigation and blaming Eno. The media ran with fake news and slandered Eno's character even more. It's certainly one of the most unfair cases ever, and it received a lot of attention on the internet, and laws were changed and implemented to avoid similar cases of happening. This case takes us back to early 1999. Eno Shiori was attending college and was 21 years old. She was at an amusement arcade with her friend near Omiya Station in Omiya Ward, which is in Saitama. Eno and her friend were trying to put coins into the photo booth machine, but it wasn't working. That's when a guy named Kazuhito Komatsu spotted her, offered help, and started flirting. He then invited Shiori and her friend to join him and his friends at karaoke. At the karaoke shop, she ended up giving him her cell phone number, which in retrospect was the worst decision of her life.
Oh, boy.
Kazuhito was a very disturbing individual. When they were dating, he lied to her about his identity. He gave her a fake name and claimed to be a 23-year-old entrepreneur who was making business with cars, real estate, and precious metals. In reality, he was a 26-year-old who was operating multiple brothels, which were disguised as massage parlors. After the first few dates, the realization started to settle in. This guy is insane. He would take her to expensive restaurants and gave her numerous very expensive gifts. When she tried to reject those gifts, he'd cause a scene and force her to take them. With the months, his obsession grew.
He's building a guilty conscience
Further,
on her.
he would try to control every aspect of her life, making constant calls to her home, sometimes just remaining silent on the phone. Other times, he threatened to take her and her family's life. Despite many breakup attempts from Eno, Kazuhito just wouldn't stop trying to get in touch with her. During this time, Eno started to suspect that Kazuhito wasn't the guy who he was pretending to be. She was worried that he was connected
Alice,
to
thank
dangerous
you so much
people
for the raid.
because he had 2 Mercedes
We had 2
cars,
raids today?
carried
What the
thousands
fuck?
of dollars in the trunk of
Thank
his
you.
car. And once when he was in a car accident, people that could have been in the Yakuza or a similar group came to visit him in the hospital. Kazuhito would also make it clear that she needed to repay him all of those gifts and other expenses, or he would let her work in one of his brothels. He went on to say the following: "If you still want to break up, you'll be mentally hunted down and punished. I'll ruin your father and destroy your family. Don't think of me as an ordinary man. I won't forgive the woman who betrays me. I can use my personal connections and all my fortune to crush you. I don't need to do it myself. There are many
Spoken
people
like a true rich boy.
who I can control with money." And he definitely wasn't lying. But let's first talk about Eno reporting this to police. The police listened to Eno and said that she had no evidence for her claims.
Of course.
The detectives even twisted the entire thing, telling Eno that she's guilty as she had hurt his feelings by cutting off the relationship and exploited him by
Wow.
accepting his gifts. Even when she went to see a lawyer, they refused
Definitely
to help her,
listens to
saying
Andrew
that she
Tate.
got a lot of gifts, which apparently makes it okay to ruin her life. In Japan, they desperately try to keep the crime rate low, which is why police try to get parties to resolve issues on their own. Rather than file official complaints, they ask victims to think about it and see if they can handle it on their own. Especially in cases where domestic issues are concerned, police hope to keep these cases off the record. And these statistics are merely smoke and mirrors. The police just don't want to get involved. This gave Kazuhito all the freedom of the world to do what he wanted to do. So he grabbed his brother and friends, kidnapped Eno, and gang-awarded her. All of it was captured on tape.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, that's wonderful.
Keep in mind that even after reporting this, the police kept on ignoring it.
Oh,
Even going
great.
so far to tell Eno and her family to
Cool.
take back their complaint, lying to them that they can just refile a complaint, which is not possible for the same offense. This would have left Eno at a place where she could have never...
Dude, I've heard so many, like, weird shit about, like, sexual assault in Japan. It's crazy, dude. Like, so many women get kidnapped and shit.
pursued legal action. It gets even worse. Because Shiori's family refused, they falsified the report and changed the complaint about an official complaint into merely
Dude, that's fucking why anime always have some weird ass like pedo shit. Dude, okay, Amy's been like binge watching anime because she's starting to enjoy anime because I've been showing her good anime. And there's always like one that I'm like, oh, let's try to watch this one together. There's pedo shit, incest, a girl being sexual with a minor. You know, it's just like, you can't just, come on anime, please.
a report of an incident, therefore not requiring any official outcome. Kazuhito went ahead and hired a few managers of the brothels as hitmen to end Eno's life. He paid them a total of around $175,000. To avoid suspicion and for an alibi, Kazuhito decided to take a trip to Okinawa. One of the
Incest is greater than pedo? I mean, I feel like it's weird to even compare the two. They both are
hitman
good.
was watching Eno's house, and the other was waiting in a car to escape from the scene, and the last
That's
guy
like saying torture is, or dying to a gunshot is better than torture. It's like they both suck. Why are you?
Was responsible for Eno's power. Now the police had to obviously cover up their incompetence, and man,
And
this
then the
is
people that
beyond
defend the
disgusting.
pedo animes with
They
their full
painted
chest,
Eno as
yeah.
a gold digger and a prostitute. They fabricated lies
There's
that
a lot
Eno
of
was
good
actually
anime,
a
but
worker
there's a
for
lot of weird
Kazuhito
anime.
at one of his alleged massage parlors, and was just a money-hungry pig that just couldn't get enough. And the media ran with it, ruining her entire reputation. The only man who believed in Eno outside of her family was a journalist named
Madoka Magica is good. I miss 90s anime. Yeah, I feel like 90s anime didn't have much of this weird shit. I mean, I feel like every time I watch a 90s anime, it always is pretty barren of that weird stuff. I mean, sure, there's like an occasional big boobied woman, but it's not like creepy shit. I mean, like, you know, Psychopaths. I did recommend Psychopaths to her. That'd be a good one. Here, I'll write that down. I'll send it to her. Madoka Magica. Bleach. I don't know if she'd like Bleach. She might like Bleach. It's a pretty slow burn. I feel like Bleach is a slow burn. All right, let's finish this video. We
a
can talk
true
about it.
hero who dug way deeper than everyone else in the media industry. His investigation showed that Eno was telling the truth and that the police were falsifying documents.
No,
and
I know.
reports.
Guys,
Finally,
I watch a
on the
lot of
media
anime. I know there's plenty of anime without weird and creepy shit. But even some really good anime just have like a small, like 1% section where they just do something weird. You know what I mean? Like Bungo Stray Dogs, the first season, they had this weird incest thing with a sister and a brother. And then after a few episodes, they just stopped. And then it didn't happen the rest of the show. This is weird. Just didn't make sense why they even did it.
outlets decided to give in and report the true story, which led to very delayed justice being served. While Kazuhito himself actually decided to off himself,
Or Made in Abyss,
his brother
yeah.
and friends were all charged. His brother got a life sentence, the main perpetrator 18 years, and the other two 15 years. While this event certainly shaped the way these cases are treated, there is no doubt that similar things happen worldwide, and they often go unnoticed or unheard. I also uploaded the second version of my disturbing part of YouTube series. Click here to see it.
Oh, it's 2 parts. Ooh. Maybe.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.